y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am going to be showing you my highlighter collection. I would say I have a lot of highlighters. I'm going to take you through all of them. The creams, the powders, the palettes. We're going to go through. I'm going to swatch, not all of them, but I am going to swatch a good bit of them, kind of give you quick little mini reviews, my thoughts on them, which ones I absolutely love, which ones stay out within arm's reach at all times. We're going to go through it all, so I hope that you do enjoy seeing my collection, what I've kept around after my declutters. I did do some declutters, so if you want to check those out, definitely do. They're up on my channel. But we are in Vlogmas, and for Vlogmas I'm doing 35 days of Heather, so that's 35 days of daily uploads. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel we don't try to be perfect, we just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, all the highlighters, and we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave, because I upload lots of new videos. Well, I mean, I'm uploading every day right now. So I would love to know what highlighters in my collection you're into. Do you have any of these? Are there any highlighters that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you don't own that highlighter? Is there something you would recommend to me? Definitely let me know. But yeah, let's just jump into all the glowy goodness. Okay, let's jump into this. I have a sparkly background for us today for all the highlighter things, and we're just gonna kind of go through everything. I have a lot of like limited edition highlighters that I just love, but I want to just share my collection with y'all. Okay, so let's maybe start out with these MAC things. So this compact from MAC, look, the light's reflecting because it's so shiny. This is Show Gold. This was in one of their holiday collections. Look at that. Do you see that shiftiness? It's like a peach pink gold highlighter, and this embossing of the snowflake is like in there. It is such a beautiful embossing, and I love this. It's so beautiful. It's one of those things I look at and I just love to look at it. Like, it's so pretty, but it's also really pretty on the skin. I like the MAC highlighters. This one was part of their Cinderella collab. I do think Disney collabs are super fun. This one is beautiful, pinky highlighter. I do really like pink highlighters. This one is, it's kind of dry. Like, do you see when it comes off? It's really not that much. It's not super noticeable. It's definitely better to go in with kind of a dense highlighting brush, spray the brush, use this, because it's really more of like, it's just not the best, but I love the compact and it is super pretty. The name of this is Coupe de Chic. Okay, this one, like, as I was pulling it out, I was like, wait a minute, that's a bronzer. This is Delicates, and this is more of a bronzer. It's a very, like, luminous bronzer. It has a pretty sheen on the skin, but now that I pulled this out, I don't know why I had it with my highlighters. I need to move this and put it with my bronzers. And I also have this mineralized skin finish. This is Soft and Gentle. Please leave me like a black heart emoji in the comments if you have Soft and Gentle. This was like the highlighter. This was like here when highlighters were first getting super popular. I won't say first coming around, because I'm sure like makeup artists have been using them for years, but this was like all over social media and I had to have it, and it was so expensive. Like, I remember buying this and using it so much, and it's still so beautiful. Like, it's such a natural skin type of highlighter. It's beautiful. It's a baked formula, so it's kind of raised in there, so it doesn't look like it's seen a lot of use, but it really has, because it used to be way more raised. It's just so beautiful. This is like a very nostalgic makeup item for me. Okay, let's next look at my Dose of Colors highlighters. I think these are all of my Dose of Color highlighters. I'm not breaking this video into categories like as far as brands go. I'm just kind of pulling things out of the bins off of the shelves and showing y'all. But this Chasing the Sun, this highlighter and this one were in collaboration with Desi and Katie, and they are beautiful. If you are ever considering a Dose of Colors highlight, I've had great success with their formulas. I think they're so beautiful. So this is Chasing the Sun, and I think this is Fuego. Yes, I knew I would remember. So Fuego is definitely lighter, and I think they had another one. I don't know if I have it or not, but both of these very, very beautiful on the skin. I'm not sure if these are around anymore. Of course, I'll link everything I can, but next are these that were done in collaboration with I Love Sarah E, and I love these. If you have not seen these, I'm going to open them up and you're going to be blown away. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. This one is probably my favorite. This is Bathe. Let me show. Do you see that? Do you see that? It looks so wet and metallic. And then this one is Soulmate. So very different tones. I like that when she did this collab, she chose very different tones. So one more gold, one more pink, both so beautiful. Okay, next I have these three from ABH, okay? These, they do not make anymore. These have been gone for a while. First I have Starlight. This one is like a white highlighter, and it's absolutely beautiful. They had these around before they had the glow kits, and I love ABH highlighters. Next we have So Hollywood. This one is, beautiful, but then Amrezy came out, and Amrezy was like the new and improved So Hollywood. So Hollywood, I don't know if y'all care. I mean, you can't get this anymore, either one of these, but Amrezy is over here, and if you see, it's just a little bit thinner. So Hollywood was beautiful. It was definitely a favorite at the time, but this one here, Amrezy, is a little bit thinner so that it lays on the skin more beautifully. It looks perfect. This is the best highlight ABH has ever done, in my opinion. So if you ever wondered about So Hollywood and Amrezy, there are mine. I know a lot of people compared them. They're definitely not dupes. Amrezy is better in my opinion. And then what I already showed you, Starlight, right? So let me show this next to Iced Out, this year's highlight, okay? So both white highlighters, but this has no yellow gold shift to it. It's just like a pure white highlight, whereas this one is a white to gold shift. It's really like that kind of duochrome highlight. Let me see. I'll swatch all these right there for you so you can see on my hand. I tried to set up my lighting for this video in a way that would best show the highlights. So I hope that that is working well for y'all. It's working really well for me, and I feel like it's showing you the highlight in the truest form. And man, oh man, it's just so beautiful. So Iced Out, then you have Starlight, then you have, oh, I'm trying to remember. Okay, then you have Amrezy, and then you have So Hollywood. So this is Peach Nectar. This is probably, it's one of the prettiest highlight slash blush toppers I have. This is a beautiful highlight that I've seen used on deeper skin tone that looks amazing. I like to use it as a blush topper. I'm just moving these highlights around so you can kind of see how they look in the lighting. I just think for a highlight, you need to see like how it truly looks. So that's why I'm kind of having fun showing y'all. But this is a beautiful peachy highlight. I also have this Milk Makeup what's it called? Glitter Stick in Techno. This is a straight up glitter stick. I'm gonna regret swatching this, but like it is rough to put on. So you would rub it on your hand like this to apply, and then I pick it up with my finger and put it on my cheeks. And it is a glitter highlight. I'm moving it around so you can see the glitter reflex, but that's basically what it is. It is a glitter highlight. Very fun. I've heard people say they wear this to festivals and fun things like that. I've worn this to church. Like, I don't care. Makeup for me is creative and fun, and I enjoy this. I can tell mine is getting old. It's getting quite old because even just swatching it, it was a bit dry, but I'm going to keep it in my collection because it's fun and different. Okay, Sleek Makeup made this highlighting palette in Solstice. So Sleek Makeup has several of these different highlighters. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time opening it because I have makeup remover all over my hand. But these are beautiful. Now, when you touch these and swatch these, they feel very dry. So if you saw this in store, if you had an opportunity to swatch it, it does feel very dry. I don't care about this shade. I don't care about this shade down here. They're nothing spectacular. But this is a drugstore highlighter palette where these two shades are the stars. This shade in particular, beautiful when it's on the skin. Again, when I put my finger in there, it feels so dry. But then the way it looks on the skin is really nice and reflective, and it does do a good job of blending into the skin. Sub-Zero from BPERFECT and MMMITCHELL. I've talked at length on my channel about my love for this palette. This is so beautiful. I'm not sure if you're going to really be able to see the dips in the pan, but this is a beautiful bronzer topper on me, on my complexion. I love the pinky highlighter. I love that we have these different tones of like goldy champagnes. This is a white to blue shifting highlighter, and this is a white to pink shifting highlighter. Very beautiful. Like, every shade in here is beautiful. I feel like this was such a beautiful collaboration palette. Okay, let's talk about some of these highlighters, okay? These from Wet n Wild, I'll be honest, I don't really use much anymore. I loved them at the time. I had so many shades and I've decluttered a bunch. This is Golden Flower Crown, and then this shade right here is Precious Petals. I'm pretty sure, I think my sticker with the name has come off, but it's beautiful. Precious Petals, to me, if you're my skin tone, this is the best one. But they do have lots of shades in this Mega Glow powder that are really all very beautiful. I just have other highlighters that I love more right now. Okay, I love a cream to powder highlighter. I just love that texture. And these Kylie Jenner wet sets were amazing. So these are cream to powder. Feel very creamy. I never use these on my channel anymore because they're limited edition. Like, you can't get your hands on these anymore. So I figure, what's the point of like raving about something that you can't get anymore? I mean, both of these I love, and both of these, I mean, these are fairly old. Like, they're not a new makeup item, but they stayed good. Like, they're still putty and tacky. I do keep the sleeves in there to keep them from drying out, and it's worked really well. Look, this like blends into the background I have. But I love both of these. If you've been with me for a while, if you've been here at my channel and you're wondering like, do I still love these? Yes, of course I do. And I really don't know why Kylie doesn't come out with this formula anymore. Like, because they're so amazing. Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. I love this. I bought this when it first launched. I have used this as a highlighter. Is this like the most flattering shade for me? No, but I don't care. Makeup for me is fun, and I have fun when I wear this highlighter. It's beautiful. Owning this, I love it. Again, I was so happy when I bought this. This Laura Geller highlight has been around the block a lot. This has been around a lot. This imprint in the pan is like deep in there. Like, that is the highlight. So it's not going anywhere. It's staying looking beautiful. I feel like so many people love this for so long, but I don't really reach for it anymore. Okay, Coty Airspun Loose Face Highlighter. I kind of don't even want to open it because this is so, like, do you see that? It is beautiful, but now there is shimmer all in the air. I hope it's not all over the camera lens. It's very beautiful, but it is so messy. I'm not a huge fan of shimmer highlights, loose highlighters for that reason, because it's so messy and it gets everywhere, but it's so pretty and I like having it. Let's talk about glow kits from ABH. I feel like a lot of people do not like the glow kits. I love the glow kits. Like, even still, I think they're beautiful. So beautiful. I will not spend too much time on these because I feel like everybody has been showing these on YouTube for so long. Like, you probably already know what these look like, but I'm pretty sure I have all the glow kits that were ever out. And looking at my little collection makes me happy. I love these things. Like, I really enjoy these. So first up, I have Sun Dipped. I feel like this is the one that is still around that most people have. This one is kind of like the most iconic. Like, wait, Sun Dipped. Is Sun Dipped? Where's the one that's like Sun Dipped? No, not that glow. Where is Sun Dipped? Is Sun Dipped that one? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. This is the one that's around the most, right? So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Moonstone, one of the most beautiful highlights in my collection. Then we have the Sweets. I feel like, was this one around not too long ago? I can't remember. Or was this one of the originals? This is Butterscotch Taffy, Sassy Grape, and Marshmallow. I love a pinky purple highlight. I think it's beautiful as a blush topper. So I'm so into this one. This is Gleam. A palette full of pinky toned highlighters. Yes, please. Like, of course I had to buy this. I love that these glow kits had the ability to move the pans around. I think that's super nice. Then we have Sugar. I feel like this one may be still around. I can't remember, but it's beautiful. Marshmallow, a beautiful, like, gold white with starburst. Beautiful. These two shades, Butterscotch and Gumdrop, have a shimmer to them, which I enjoy. And then that glow, I think this was one of the originals too, that was a little more like yellow gold, and then you had this kind of pinky tone and then this bronzy tone. Just absolutely beautiful. And then we get into these Moonchild. This one I still reach for a lot, y'all. I feel like I see this one go on sale so much. I enjoy this. This is very light, shifty colors that are perfect for inner corner highlights for me. I do wear Pink Heart fairly often on my cheeks. I love a pink toned highlighter, so of course I'm reaching for that. And then if you want a green, a blue, a purple, any of those like inner corner highlights, this is the palette to reach for. It's so pretty. Also with Aurora, I feel like Aurora was the darker version of Moonchild. Everything was just a little more intense, a little more pigmented, a little more vibrant, but I love them both. The Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. If I had to pick one ultimate favorite glow kit, this would be it. I love this so much, and I stopped using it because it was discontinued, and then after years they brought it back, which was so exciting. Kitty Cat was probably the one I dipped into the most, but just look at that reflect. It's so incredibly stunning. Daydream was pretty unique, like to have this pink, peachy orange highlighter shade, and then just, this is beautiful. You know what? I'm going to move this to the front of my collection so that I can get some more use out of it. Dream was another fun one. The packaging just, it tells you what's going to be inside. I feel like because you have these beautiful, super sparkly highlights, and I know that's not always the most popular. A lot of people don't want sparkle to their highlight, but this is sparkle, and in a sparkle way that makes the skin look fun and kind of wet. So I'm into this. I almost feel like maybe this was a little bit ahead of its time in terms of what people were looking for. I enjoy it though. Let me give you a swatch. Okay, do you see like how fun that is? Like, you can see it's like a yellow to pink shifty highlight. Just very, very beautiful, but there's definitely shimmer particles in there. I think it's really fun. You can, It's just so beautiful. I like the options in here. Again, I really like the glow kits, and I feel the same way about this one. I feel like so many people hated this glow kit. It was on sale for so long. Like, it kept going half off and it kept going on deep discount, and I think it's finally discontinued. So many people hated this, and I loved it. I mean, look, you can see kind of the shimmer and everything in here of how much I use this. And when you dip your finger in, it doesn't feel smooth and creamy. It feels a little rough, but that's because there's some shimmer in there that I feel like aids to that wet look, especially if you put this on and then spray your face with like a makeup mist or setting spray. It's just so intensely beautiful. Like, I love these. Okay, next up, I have this bin. I have a couple of highlighters. Well, I have this bin and another larger bin that hold a lot of my highlighters that stay within arm's reach of me when I get ready. So let me kind of pull these out and show you these. Okay, so this is the first bin, like I said, that stays front and center with me so that I can have it when I get ready. First up, this is one of my favorite highlighters of the year. This is the Pat McGrath Lunar, what do you call yourself? Sublime Skin Highlighter Lunar Nude. So this was a very expensive highlighter. I think it was like 60 bucks. It's got this beautiful imprint in there that, look at that sheen though. Look at that reflect. Again, it has that wet look to the skin. It sinks into the skin so beautifully. I love everything about this highlighter. So it's gonna stay in my top, like my top bin. Also, this Fenty Beauty highlighter, this is in How Many Carats. You can see this is like a putty texture. So if I press my finger in there, I'm gonna get fingerprints. And this is like a glitter highlighter, but it's got like this transparent base to it to where it looks so pretty. Doesn't that look pretty? And it's very unique in my collection, and I like things that are fun and unique. Also from Pat McGrath, I have this one right here. This came out as part of her Divine Rose series. This, yeah, it's just called Divine Rose. Okay, it's beautiful. I love a pinky toned highlighter, so that one's staying top drawer. I have not really been using Ofra on my channel very much. This was a collaboration done with Madison Miller. This is Sea Shimmer. I think this is my favorite Ofra highlight. I have two BECCA highlights, which I guess BECCA is no more. This one here is Opal, beautiful, and Champagne Pop, which I think, is it Smashbox that absorbed Ofra? I can't remember. So, not Ofra, I'm sorry, BECCA. BECCA. I think I was saying Ofra the whole time. Is it? Champagne Pop is going to live on. I think there's Smashbox. I can't remember. I'll find it. I'll link it down below for y'all. And then I have this one. Let's talk about this one next. I have this from Lunatic Labs. This is Cemetery Shrines. This kind of blew me away. I've been enjoying this so much. I thought these were going to be super soft, subtle. I kind of got this in after ordering it, and I thought I wouldn't like it, but they sink into the skin, and it's so beautiful. They can be so intense if you want them to be, or they can just be soft and beautiful, and love that packaging. Okay, e.l.f. Electric Mood. This is a clear balm. Love this. Put this on if you want that wet skin, glass skin look with no color, no shimmer, nothing. It's just a balm, but it is the best one like this that I have. I've decluttered others like this because this one is the best. This is Give Me Glow Mirage. So beautiful. But Give Me Glow, I think, discontinued this shade. I think it was around for a limited edition time. And then we have Lunar Beauty. Hello. One of my favorite brands. This component, stunning. I have the shade, I think it's Mars. Yeah, Mars. Who's surprised that I have the pinky one? I'll buy more of these if Lunar Beauty does decide to restock them because it's so nice. My Catrice More Than Glow highlighter, beautiful. I've used this in multiple videos. You can see I've kind of worn away some of the flower detail in the middle because this is such a beautiful drugstore highlight. One of my favorite highlights at the drugstore, honestly. It's so beautiful. And not just like beautiful for the drugstore, no, like beautiful. You could sell this for $40 and I'd be like, yeah, that's totally a luxury highlight. It's that beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera died. So I was saying these from Kaleidos are amazing. I really want to get more, but this is Prophecy. This is a multi-chrome highlighter. I have videos using this. I have Instagram videos showing the shifts. It's really amazing and special and unique in my collection. And then we have Mars Melter, which is, guess what color? A pinky toned highlight, and I love it. I also have my Fenty Glow. This is a putty type of highlighter. It's like a cream to powder, whoops, and it gives that same like wet look, and I love it. So I'm gonna put the ones that I want to keep out on the like top of my desk, like that's always in arm's reach. I'm going to kind of organize these. Yeah, I didn't think that would fit that way. Okay, let me kind of stack these. Okay, I have some room in here because I pulled out a few of the ones I just showed y'all that don't need to be top desk anymore. I have all these ColourPop Super Shocks. Now, when I did my blush collection, I forgot to pull in my 2 Tinkerbell ColourPop blushes. I love the Super Shock formula, but I had like all my Super Shocks in my desk drawer where I get ready because I reach for them so much. Like, I reach for these so much. So I need to reorganize these with my blushes. So I'll move those there. This one is You Got Mail. This is kind of like a highlight blush topper for me. I'm actually going to put that in this bin over here. And then I've got Still Loading, which is the purple toned one. Use this a ton. This was even lighter than that pink one. I love using these, so I'm going to put these in this bin, as well as a Flexitarian and Happy Thoughts. Let me see. Look at that. Well, do they fit perfectly? They're... Look, it fits perfectly. That makes me so happy. Now let me pull in, y'all. You thought these were the only highlighters that sat within arm's reach? No, 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 no. Look at these. Look at these. All of these. And then this was in there, but I don't like this, so I'm taking this out. This is the NYX Born to Glow Icy Highlighter. This is glittery in the not most flattering way, okay? There's a glitter that sinks into the face and makes highlights look wet. That's not this. It's just unflattering. And then this is almost like an eyeshadow. It's too much. It's too much. So this is not staying out front and center. Okay, let's talk about some of these. Okay, more Give Me Glow highlighters. I don't know if these are available anymore. Whoops, actually. So let's talk about the shades. Do these have the shades on there or not? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's inside. Okay. Beach Babe, beautiful. Like, can y'all see? Those are intense. These are intense. I really enjoy these for intense highlighter looks. California Dreamin', that gold peachy pink shade. And then Late Night Coastin'. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These two I have from JACLYN. These are like her putty highlighters. Listen, all you have to do is say putty highlighter and I'm listening and I'm interested. So let me open up both of these. You can see I just ordered 2 different shades. So the lighter one here is glazed out, whereas this one is Skylight. Next, I have my Odin's Eye highlighters. These are some of the best products to launch this year, in my opinion. We have the blue toned one, which is Spring of Life. Then we have Veil of Future, which is the more goldy one. All of these are like handmade, by the way, and limited edition. I'm sure they're handmade, and I know they're limited edition. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure, but no, I'm 100% sure. My favorite is Web of Destiny, this more pinky toned one. Mine are all kind of messed up because I use them so much, but when they were new, the imprint was beautiful, and it's actually still really beautiful, I think. Next up, I have NATASHA Denona highlighters, Super Glow, my favorite highlighter of all time. I need a nude glow, love this one as well. Two different formulas, but I love them both. We have my Be Perfect Get Wet highlighters. I'm not going to harp on these too long. They are putty highlights that I use all the time. Let me open them all up for you. This is Skin Sheen. Again, this is a putty highlighter that has shimmer to it that gives you that wet look. This shade right here is Do You. I do get questions sometimes like, which one should I get? I want to buy one to try it. Which one? Pick the shade you like. Hollow Glaze right here, the more pinky toned one. And then last we have Soft Silk, which is the more gold tone one. All of these beautiful. You can definitely see my use in the pans. They're just so stunning the way they reflect the light on the skin. They just look wet. Again, I feel like I talk about these all the time. I'm surprised Be Perfect hasn't done more in that formula. My favorite highlight from the drugstore of all time is this PIXI highlighter in Delicate Dew. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, I've been using a makeup remover wipe, but I feel like my hands are kind of all shimmery and sparkly now. This is beautiful. It looks wet on the skin. It gives a beautiful sheen of a highlight. And then another favorite is this Skin Fetish Divine Glow highlighter in Golden Nectar. I love the Pat McGrath highlight. I feel like there's something very special about the way it sits on the skin. I reach for this one a ton. I mean, I love it. Okay, Mother of Dragons palette from Urban Decay and Game of Thrones. This palette makes me incredibly happy. It is gone for good, not coming back. This is also old, but I keep it out sitting on my desk because I enjoy seeing it. I enjoy using it. Like, it just brings me happiness in my mind. Game of Thrones did not end the way it did, and Daenerys Targaryen is still sitting on that Iron Throne. So I love this. I love having a Mother of Dragons palette. Alright, let's look at some of these other palettes I have. Sigma Glow Kissed. Love it. It's so beautiful. This was gifted to me from Sigma. I have a lot of Sigma products. I would say most of the things I have from them I have purchased myself, but they did gift me this and I love it. I actually took this on a family vacation with me when we went to the beach this year, and it was so beautiful. Like, I just felt like this was a great thing to bring on vacation because I could have whatever I needed. I do hope that Sigma will release these as singles in the future because I know a lot of people just aren't into a highlight palette, but ooh, if you were thinking about getting this one, get it because it's stunning. This Cover FX, I debated and debated and debated and debated and debated and finally bought this, and no regrets. It's stunning. I've used this in multiple videos. I know, like showing swatches, showing it on the skin. I love trios like this. In fact, I showed you the Mother of Dragons. I've got this trio. This Hourglass highlighting palette is one of my favorites in my collection. Honestly, it's got to be top 10 of highlights. I think it's so stunningly beautiful. I love highlight palettes like this that have the more bronzy shade, the more like neutrally shade, and then the more pinky shade, and I'll show you that with this as well. This is the Pat McGrath highlighting trio. This one is a very special, okay, because this is a white to a pink shifty highlight. This is a white to a yellow gold shifty highlight, and this is a beautiful bronze highlight. So those are the highlighters. I'm gonna kind of rearrange them in this little container that I have. Okay, so I have a few things here. Like, these were not in a bin. They've just been loose on my makeup table, and I want to make space for them in my like top products that I can grab for, but I want them to be organized. So this Pina Colada palette highlight from Glamlight is so beautiful. I've been reaching for this a ton, and I'm so happy to do this collection video because I can just organize a little bit better. And the same with the Mimosa, I keep wanting to say palette highlight. This is a beautiful highlight. It's very yellow gold. I actually really like to mix it with the Pina Colada or sometimes use it on its own. So I'm going to put it in that bin where I have space for it. This, I need to move this. This is my JACLYN Vava Voom highlight. This is not a highlight for me. For me, I use this as a glowy blush. So I want to move it away from my highlights and I want to put it with my blush. So again, I'm so happy y'all are helping me get organized. This is a loose highlighter. I'm So Lit from JACLYN. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of loose highlighters, but I have to say this one is kind of worth it because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And it's like that gold peachy pink color. I have, listen, this also needs a place in this bin over here because I use it a ton and it just kind of like stays on my desk, and my desk needs to be cleaned up. But this is the Greek Goddess highlighter palette from Lunar Beauty. This was limited edition, so I try not to use it on camera very much because it's kind of like gone forever, but it's so beautiful. I won't even swatch it because I mean you can't get it anymore, but if you have it, pull her out and use her because she's beautiful. The last thing I have is this Give Me a Glow palette. This is very pretty. One of my shades is broken, but that's okay. Like, it doesn't affect the way I use it. I didn't realize I had so many highlighters from Give Me Glow, but I do like their formula. They make really great intense highlighters. But I'm going to do a quick check around the room, but I'm pretty sure that is my full collection. Alright y'all, those are all of my highlighters in my collection. I do hope that you enjoyed watching. I had fun. I had fun kind of pulling everything out, kind of reorganizing things, maybe moving some things from the front to the, from the back of my collection to the front, kind of rotating out so I can make sure and get some more use out of the highlights that I really love. Don't forget, let me know if there are any highlighters I need to add to my collection. I want to hear y'all's recommendations. But thank you again for watching, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!